Listen, one thing that nobody in this business ever wants to do is talk for Bill Belichick. Ever. Nobody. The guys can talk for himself. You just heard Tom Pelissero came on, and I asked him over under 2.5. What's the number of teams that'll send out a press release saying Bill's coming in to talk? Meaning we want Bill, and Bill's interested in talking to us. And Tom Pelissero said he thinks that the over's already hit. Back channel conversations with Bill. All righty. That number's hit. So I think he's going to wind up in Jacksonville if there is a job open in Jacksonville. There currently is not. Everyone's assuming that there is. Doug Peterson is getting ready. He's getting ready for the Texans this week. He made it through the bye.
He did.
Usually that's when coaches get got. Mm-hmm. And Trevor Lawrence is coming back, and Bigsby's back, and Travis Etienne's back, and maybe they can get the good times rolling. But if there's a job open, that's a spot. But, would he be able to set up shop completely the way that he likes it? Will he have to work with a couple people that's already there? Word is he would work well with Trent Baalke, right? But what do you want if you're Bill? You want a spot that gives you a chance to succeed now. You want to have players that are already there. You want to have the ability you can bring in your whole staff. You can, if you will, bring your entire mentality, and you bring the Belichick way, and the owner gets out of the way and says, you do you, Bill. And that the owner is in a position where he or she feels it necessary to hand the store off to Bill. Don't you think that's the way to go?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
And they got a new stadium, new facility opening up soon.
Well, I'm just saying in general. I'm not just talking about Jacksonville. I'm just talking about in general. This is what you want to see in general. And if he does have the wanting to stick it to New England in him, if that is a metric, that would be the cherry on top. That's not the way he's going to make his coaching life decision here. And in that regard, the best job open for him is the New York Jets. Honestly, they're going to, the whole house can be clean, and they are in need, just like when Parcells came, of a total remodel. Please tell us how to run a football operation. Please. I mean, the owner's reaching out to the 33rd team right now, which is definitely filled with some highly qualified former general managers to help in the search. But back in the day, they begged Parcells, please, the previous owner, please come and tell us how to run a franchise, because we're cosleted and coat-tied it out of here. And, maybe Woody's pitch to him is like, listen, Bill, I know you can't stand the side of me based on everything that you say about me and the shots you take at me and every possible opportunity. I know the reason why you wrote down you're not the HC of the reason why you didn't take the job when you had it contractually obligated to you is because you didn't trust my ability to run this team. And sure enough, over the last few decades, I've kind of proven you right. To be very honest, I'm being blunt here. But hey, Bill, you come in here, you shape the roster, you run the team as you see fit. And if you don't want me around, guess what? I'm not going to be here anyway. Meet my brother. You want to get along well with him? Honestly, I'm not going to be here. You are the one who is here. Bring your staff. Bring your whole thing. You run it. And you can finish up your coaching career in New York. I know you don't want to kind of follow in the footsteps of Parcells. And again, you hate us, We took Mangini, the whole spy game. I know you hate us with a passion. But that's Garrett Wilson, who's in hour 3. That's Breece Hall.
Who's the quarterback?
I don't know. Let's figure it out. We're going to have a high draft choice. And let's go get you a veteran that you kind of dig right now so you can get closer to Shula. You can beat the Dolphins twice a year. You can beat the Patriots twice a year. How about you? How about it, Bill? Again, there's some property somewhere, figuratively, that would have to freeze over like the Fortress of Solitude on top of Antarctica, on top of the Arctic, for this to actually happen, I believe. But tell me, where's a spot where they're like, we need a culture change, we need a general manager, we need a coach, we need a win, and you want to come work for an owner that's going to be absentee? Or we're assuming?
Assuming.
Tell me. Tell me a better spot. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But the things are there. Maybe if he does dig Rodgers, hey, Aaron, stick around for a year. We need you as a bridge quarterback. You trust me. I trust you. Win me some games. Get me closer to Shula. Vaya con Dios.
He didn't want 40-year-old Brady anymore.
I get it. That's true. Crazier things.
I know.
Actually, no, this is the craziest
This is
thing.
pretty crazy.
Here, Coach.
Throwing it out there. Thanksgiving food for thought. Jameis Winston coming up.
Yeah, I just think I would be shocked if it's anywhere but Jacksonville.
But Jacksonville may not be open. We're all assuming.
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. We are assuming that.
We are assuming it.
Yeah.
Well, Tom said there's going to be 9 openings. 9.
There's always a couple you don't see coming. I've been trying to tell you guys that.
By the way, do you like how I use canalis as a verb? That there's always going to be some coordinator you don't think can canalis their way into a job.
Yeah.
Dave Canales was definitely not on anybody's bingo card other than the fact is nice job in Tampa, in your first time calling
bringing
plays
Baker
as the
back.
OC.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, he did it back-to-back years. He did it with Geno, and then he did it with Baker.
And now, doing a very nice job and finishing up strong in Carolina.
Yeah.
After your impassioned speech right there, I kind of want Belichick to the Jets now.
I do not.
Because, the quote Nino Brown, money talks and BS runs the marathon. You hand a man a check that's blank in one of these little feather pens and say, fill it out yourself.
Yeah.
That could change a lot of.
Woody's got it.
Think about some of the reunions we've seen lately.
What do you
that
Bill? $30 million a year?
Hey, Bill, throwing some shampoo on top of it.
Shampoo.
I don't know.
Toothpaste.
Soap.
Think about
A
this.
lot of
Bill.
Johnson & Johnson money being thrown around.
Bill in New York, his lady friend. I know all the hot clubs
this
in
guy.
New York.
Goodness
All the
gracious.
restaurants. I'm just saying.
All
It's
right,
New York,
all right,
baby.
all right.
What are we doing?
Now,
Come on.
how dare you? Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.